This week on Sundays with Sally, we are talking Garmin, we are talking BlueNet, and trying to decipher all of this stuff and what's going on and how to set your system up for success. So let's go check it out. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sundays with Sally. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I think they're down there somewhere on YouTube at Navtronics to stay up to date and in the know with the latest happening in the marine industry, as well as tech tips and new builds, because we got a lot of them coming down the pipeline, guys. It doesn't cost you a dime and helps us out immensely if you do that. So, all right, that spiel's out of the way. What are we talking about today, guys? Today we are talking Garmin and the BlueNet network. Now, we've started to do some more of these installs here. We're starting to see some of the pain points that are going along with that. And I figure if we're seeing pain points, that means you guys out there probably are or may see them. Or if you're thinking about doing an install on your own personal boat, this video is for you guys to kind of get familiar with things. So let's start it off, guys. The GMS10. Guys, this is the oldest thing, I think, in Garmin Marine as far as things you can go buy. I think this thing's been out there for 10 or 15 years. I mean, the logo is at least that old on here. That's how old this thing is. And you're probably really familiar with it, guys, because if you had multiple displays, a radar, a sounder module, this is how you connected everything. You had your RJ45 port right here, and that was your standard connection. Everything ran through the boat with RJ45. Now, this was a 10-100 switch on here. So that meant at the end here, if you're doing your install right, the 100, the high speed for this was going over to your next hub, and that way you could transfer things quickly, and then you would put your cameras, your radars, and things like that on here. But as we've seen more cameras get installed, more one helm, more things like that, these have become the pain point and the pinch point. So Garmin has solved that with the new 9200s. They rolled out the BlueNet, and now we have the GMS20. This is a giga switch, guys. That means we are putting a gig through each one of these ports on here, and this thing is really pretty simple. It's very robust. As you see, kind of a side-by-side comparison here, it is smaller than the GMS10. So this one's going to go ahead, and you're going to see that we've got our 5 ports on there. You've got a power button, and you've got your power connection. There's really not much to this. This is a very simple, easy to install piece of kit here, and you're now going to have that high-speed connection. If you have multiple cameras, things like that, and you're on a 9600, you're really going to see the speed difference on the network with this. So we've talked about the GMS10. We've talked about the GMS20. If you guys are looking to do an install, maybe you're upgrading, maybe you're going to add a 9200 series to your existing, 8600s or 7600s, and you want to know how does that all work? Well, what you do, guys, is you go to the Garmin website. You're going to go to the Garmin BlueNet device compatibility, and they've got this really nice form right here, guys. As I go ahead and kind of bring it up and scroll it over to you, it's 3 columns. It's yes or no, and it's every device that is currently available on the Garmin network. So you can go ahead and build this out. Looking on here, do you have a 9000 series? Does it have a BlueNet connector? Yes. Can you connect directly to a Garmin BlueNet device? Yes. And do you need a gateway, the 30, which we'll get to in a moment here? No, because it's the 9000. But let's just say you have the 8600 or a 7600. That does not have BlueNet on it, and you probably already have a GMS10 in there. That's where this little guy right here, the GMS30, is going to come into play. This has basically got 2 RJ45s and your BlueNet connector right here. And what's really slick about this is they've made this thing with a stacking bracket as an option, so you can stack these on top of each other, and they've made the perfect little cable that goes from there to there, keeps it really clean and really simple. So if you are bringing into a legacy system, you can go ahead and do that. But let's just say you're just putting one display in and everything else is legacy. Well, you're still going to keep your GMS10. You're going to come out of your 100 port, and you're going to bring that into here, into one of these two RJ45s, and then it's going to come out onto BlueNet. And that's how you're going to accomplish getting your legacy into the new and mixing and matching. So we can go down this whole list here, guys, and they've actually done a really nice job with how does everything going to work, everything that's on their product list that's available, and how is it going to work, and what are you going to do, and all of that. So reference that, guys, when you are doing a system build. And another handy thing for you guys is they do have this RJ45 to BlueNet cable connector here. What you guys need to know is it's available as a couple of different things. They've got this as a male on RJ45 or a female, and they've also got this as a male or female end. When you are building this, guys, it is important to know these BlueNet connections in the hubs and the back of the MFDs and anything that has that BlueNet connection. These are male connections on here. So when you're ordering your cable and you're ordering your little dongle adapter here, make sure you're getting the right gender on there. So that's it, guys. That's this week's Sundays with Sully. Hopefully you guys found that informative and useful. If you are planning to do a new BlueNet build or upgrade on your personal boat, or maybe you're doing it for a client, if you've got any questions, as always, guys, leave it down below in the comments or reach out to us, sales@navtronics.com. Let's see what we can do to get you guys taken care of. And like I said in the intro, make sure to give us a like and a follow at Navtronics on YouTube and Instagram. And I think next week we're hitting the road again. I'm going to be up in the air, going to go down to North Crackalacky. I think we're doing an install down there. So we'll have some content for you from that. And we'll go from there, guys. Peace.